today I am making a comforting pot of water yam porridge, and trust me, this one is special. I started by peeling and cutting my water yam in chunks. If you don't want your water yam to disappear, you can cut them in big chunks. I don't want to see the water yam, so I like to cut them in small chunks. Also, I'll be adding cocoyam for texture. Once I was done cutting and rinsing, I grabbed my Relux 14-in-1 Smart Touch food processor to chop some onions, enough onions to be precise. When I was done blending, I took out some and added my pepper mixture to the remaining onions and gave it a final blend. I'll be using goat meat for this recipe. I seasoned my goat meat with some pepper, some onions, and 1 seasoning cube and salt. I also love to boil my meat with lemongrass. It makes a whole lot of difference. I added some water, covered, and let it cook until it was tender. Then I proceeded to add some snail, stockfish, and dried fish. Gave it a good mix and let it steam up until it was slightly tender. Into my Relux Tsunami soundproof blender, I blended my water yam into fine, smooth paste. Once I was done blending, I poured it into a bowl and set aside. I added some palm oil into my pot and went in with some chopped onions, fried until translucent, then added some pepper mix. I gave that a good mix and went in with some crayfish powder, stockfish powder, salt to taste, and let it fry until everywhere was fragrant. Then I added the cooked meat, stockfish, and dried fish stock into the mixture and added my desired quantity of water. I covered and let it cook up for another few minutes. Then I gently dropped my molded water yam into the pot, covered and let it cook until the water yam is done. Once it's done, and slightly mash this to retain the balls. If you don't want the balls, go ahead and break the balls. Adjust for seasoning. Next, add your ugu and scent leaf. Give it a final mix and let it simmer for a few more minutes. And we have just made comfort in a bowl. You go try them. I bet you not go try them.